'Cause I got you. I couldn't ask for anything better. When we're together, I don't want it.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is Saturday, July 9th, and as you can see from the title of the video, this is going to be change number 3. So this change happened suddenly in my thoughts. It's like a light bulb that went off in my head, and it's very funny because I was never a fan of it. Never, even in all my jobs and all my careers, I've had to have one because I had to have a base to sit down and do documentation and paperwork and stuff. But I was mostly always standing and moving around a lot in my jobs and my careers. And so I never needed one really, and I never was a fan of one. So I definitely wasn't going to be a fan of one at home. Like everything had its reason in my home, and as you know, if you've been watching my channels, between 2019 and now, I have revamped my entire house, got all new furniture. Every room had a color scheme to it. The living room became like a gray beige color scheme. The dining room was like oak with the dark brown color scheme. The kitchen was kind of red and blacks and some browns, and my room was black with hints of silver and mirrored like stuff, and the bathroom is like a mint green. So I had already the concept slash idea, if you will, of how I wanted each color scheme to be in each room and what furniture I wanted in each room. So it's been something I've been working on since 2019. It's completely done. There are some things that I'm changing here and there a little, just because things have changed. And so, but they're minor stuff that I'm changing. But this is one that I didn't see it in the plans because I kind of was satisfied with using either the dining room table or pulling out a flip out table when I needed to use it. And I even got, a couple of years ago, I got a black one for my room because my color scheme in my room is black. So I got one that if I wanted to per se be on my laptop, that, because I don't like sitting in bed and putting my laptop on my lap, even though that's what's called a laptop. I just wanted to kind of pull my legs to the side, and I got a table that had the wheels underneath so I could push it against me, but the wheels will go under the bed so I could get it really close to me as possible, but I could back it up into a wall where it had its own space. That worked for a minute. My back itches, sorry. But I really wanted to keep my room sacred. I love every room in my house, and it gives me joy with everything I have in my house, but my room is my serenity, my peace of mind. It's where my love is, me and my husband's personal life is, all the collections that I have that I'm passionate about is there. It's just my comfort zone, and I wanted to keep it that way sacred. I didn't want to do any type of business or paperwork in there at all, or be on a laptop while my husband is laying down, as if like I'm working. You know, I have my cell phone next to me, and I have a power station where I have connections for USBs, and I have tablets and stuff all there on my nightstand. So if I need it, I just turn over and use it. But I don't want to be like at a desk. So that didn't work. So I ended up passing that over to my son, which really needed it because he likes watching his movies and his videos sitting on his bed. So he liked that he could pull in the wheels under the bed. So it worked out perfect for him. And then I ended up thinking, but I still need it because I got a new iPad tablet. I still have my Samsung tablet, my Fire tablet. I had my new laptop that I got a couple of years ago. I had all these LED electronics, cell phone, pencil, pen holder, planners, all this stuff. And they each were in a separate place. Everything's always been clean and organized. That's how I roll. So I ended up buying a small one, and I bought it in a grayish color because it was on the side of my living room, and my furniture and color scheme was gray. So I wanted it to match because it was going to be a part of the furniture. So I think you're guessing already what I'm talking about. And it worked out good. My daughter for Christmas had bought me a pink kind of tabletop, which created more space because just being the base, you would now have a space for underneath, a space on top if I wanted to put like a bigger monitor and connect my laptop to it. And it had 2 drawer space, which was nice. But it was pink and it wasn't matching the gray. And even though pink's my favorite color, I wasn't kind of feeling it. I was feeling the tabletop, and I was going to have it colored to match the furniture that I'm talking about. But then it just started to be a place where things were being stored. and things were easily put on top. And because I'm so clean and organized, I'm like, who put this here? This does not go here. I like everything to have its own home, its own place. And then I found even myself doing it at times where like, I'll just put this right here and I'll figure out tomorrow where I'm going to really put it at. And so, yeah, so it just became a place that I wasn't even using because, like I said, I didn't feel like I needed it at any time in my life. I wasn't a fan of it. So it just like maybe a couple of weeks ago, I started thinking, you know, you really need that. So if you're not a fan of it, make yourself a fan of it by getting the perfect one that will work for you and that you really will like. So I thought, okay, and as you know, if you've been watching my videos, I work for the state, so I work at home. So I do a lot of documentation for my job. I do a lot of documentation via Zoom with medical doctors and important business stuff in our life because of the pandemic. I do a lot of documentation for my son. As you know, he's autistic. So I have medical doctors, appointments, information on his autism, Social Security, a program that takes care of all his needs, all that kind of stuff. So he had a lot. And then it started to go where my husband had a lot of business stuff. And so I was like, taking care of the family and keeping all these files and doing all this documentation on a dining room table or flip out table. So I thought, nope, it's time to give in and get this, but make it special and make it something that you're really going to like. So I ended up getting me a new desk. You probably already guessed it, but that's okay. That's what it is. So I started looking on Amazon and I started thinking, okay, where am I going to put the desk at? So I decided I wanted to put it here in the dining room area because there was space for it and it was going to be bigger than the gray one that I had. The gray one was perfect for the side of the living room because there was a wall space there that fit it just perfect. But this desk was going to be a little bit bigger. I don't want a desk that's real big or real small. So that was definitely a requirement. But definitely had to be bigger than the gray one. This is my husband's desk back here, which is new. I got this sometime last year, and it's the color scheme of the dining room with oak and dark browns. And so you see the monitor there, that's his. I didn't want it that big. So that was one of the requirements. And then I wanted it, okay, I knew I was going to put in the dining room area. There was a perfect space for it. So it had to be in the oak dark brown color. So I got the desk to be in an oak color and I got the chair to be like a chocolate brown. And the chair is so perfect. I'm sitting on it right now because I didn't want it to be a chair that had handles and was always stuck out. I wanted it to be able where I could put it underneath the desk and you could just see the backing of the chair. And I found that I thought I was going to have to get a stool because I didn't think there were really much options of chairs like that. And I wanted it to be comfort for me, very comfortable for me. And so, and something that I could slide easily in and out. And so I finally found the perfect chair on Amazon and you will be seeing that. But first I got the desk and I knew I needed a certain amount of shelving, a certain amount of drawer space, a place where I can connect all my LED electronics. I have a ton of them. I have these right here where these are high floor LED ring lights with the microphone. Here's them. I mopped underneath today, so on the floor. So here's one with the microphone. It has LED for your cell phone or your camera. And it's all the way from the floor to this height. And this is the real, almost knocked the phone over. This is the real tall one right there, but also with a bigger LED ring light. And it has for 3 phones, cell phones at one time, or 3 cameras at one time. So these are my floor model LED ones. And then I have these LED ones that you see here that clip and have things for phone or cell phones here. And then I have a rotating one and a bunch of other ones. And I wanted it to be stationary, to be ready for me to push the button and not having to find a plug for it, to be clipped onto the desk, ready to push the button, ready to go, so I can have better lighting when I do my YouTube videos. And of course, if I'm doing paperwork at night, give me better lighting because I don't have good lighting in this dining room. There's no lamp or anything. You have to buy a lamp, which I have one, which is right there. You see that lamp back there? And you have to turn on so when we can eat comfortably in the evening time. So definitely, but still is not great lighting in here. So my LED light helps me for that, even for eating, but I think the lamp is good enough for eating. But if I wanted extra light for some reason, we were having like Thanksgiving dinner, they would work. But it's mostly to do my YouTube videos and to be able to do paperwork here. So I wanted it to have enough space and the proper way to clip it on there, because a lot of these are clip. These are the only two floor model here's. The rest of them are clip. And then I needed space, a section to put my tablets in and not have to be bringing them back and forth. I also needed stuff for my planners, because I told myself that this year I was going to keep myself so organized, which I'm always am. But I was kind of storing a lot of stuff in my phone, and I thought, what if my phone stops working? And I have all that information in there and I can't retrieve it. I need to have a old school backup plan. And old school meaning back to paperwork, where nothing is in on the internet or online or electronically. If I have to go back to the old school when we didn't have none of that, I could retrieve all my stuff and keep us very, very organized, even more than I already was. So I bought this planner for me. This is featured in one of my hauls. I got this from Ross. It's really beautiful. So I keep in here all my information, medical appointments, all the information for documentation for my job. Like I said, I work for the state. I work from home. Just to keep everything intact and organized. I have this one for my son with his regional agency that takes care of all his needs and wants and all that good stuff. They were the ones that got him referred to be diagnosed since he was a little boy. So they've been with him since he was little. If there's anything me or him need, that he needs especially, but us as a family to better support him, they're right there. They go with us to appointments if we need them to be. Any rights that are violated, they're there to protect us. I mean, just they've been there in the pandemic with, sanitizing gel, gloves, mask if we needed them. When the electricity went out, what do you need? Are you guys okay? And so anything that has to do with his needs as far as that regional agency, Social Security, his medical appointments, any lab work, any of that, it's all taken care of. This is his planner exclusively for him. And then I have one for the rest of the family, which will include my husband or my children. I know they're married and out, but I still have stuff that I'm still taking care of them. So I wanted to have a shelf or a space for that as well. A space for my laptop without using that tabletop. My daughter had given me a tabletop and it created more space for me, but it was not the right color. Even though it was my favorite color, pink, it was not matching the desk. So when it comes to desk, I like things to match. I don't like things to look cluttery. I don't like things to be mix match. I don't want, just things that I don't really need or use. I want it to have its purpose. So I was able to put my laptop on it, all my LED electronics, and I have a couple of power stations where I have tons of connections for USB and regular plugs. I have my pencil, pen, marker, highlighter holder. I actually ordered new holders because my granddaughter really tried to get a hold of this one and it no longer matches. And so I got like a really shimmery pink to match a lot of like my pink stuff. And then Alexa's lamp. I have my calendar, and above, I have the altar memorial box. So everything, it had to be enough space. I wanted a drawer space right here, right in front of me where I sit at. And then I needed some drawer space to the side. So I really had an idea or a plan of exactly what type of desk I wanted, how much shelving I needed, how much drawer space I needed, if I could clip all of my LED equipment and electronic equipment, and I could put my floor models right next to it. And right next to the desk, I have a small cabinet, which could give me more space. And so I had this list, and this desk checked off everything on that list. So it's the perfect desk for me. I am loving it. I got it on Amazon. I'll put it right here, how much it was. Also at some point in here as I'm talking, I'll put, if I haven't already, the chair and how much that cost me. I'll try to remember to put it in the description bar, but I try to put it as I'm talking on the screen because I tend to forget to go back and put it in the description, but I'm going to try to remember to start doing that. But yeah, so it's just the perfect desk, the perfect space. Like I said, the amount of shelving, the amount of drawer space, the amount of everything, the size of it is just so perfect, and it fits right in the space as I envisioned it. So I'm happy with it. So now when it comes to my job for the state, I could do my timesheets here, all of my messaging, notification, anything that I have to like turn in as far as paperwork, I could do it all right here. And all the documentation, whether they're medical doctors that I need to talk to via Zoom or online, or anything, any important phone calls that I need to make to like Social Security or the regional agency that he goes to, or what's the other one? I feel like I'm missing one. So yeah, so anything that's business, that's documentation, that's medical, that's office stuff, that's paperwork, filing, all that stuff, I have it here, and I'm in love with it. And I never thought I would like a desk as much as I love this one. It is beautiful, it's perfect, it's just what I need, and it fits every need that I have completely for my stuff and my family stuff. So yeah, and it's in a perfect spot. So now I'm going to show you what the desk looks like. I've been waiting just to get the chair so you can see the desk completed. I also ordered some files because they have two medium-sized drawers and one big drawer, and the drawer on the bottom is the one that holds files. It has that wire thing and it holds files. So I ordered some files from Amazon. They just came in today and I put them there. So now I just have to file all the paperwork. Everything else is done. I was just waiting for that. And the only other thing that I'm waiting for this desk is the pencil holders, where I got this beautiful shimmery pink. My rotating thing that I'm going to start using, brand new, I haven't even used it, and I got this last year. It's supposed to be like when I'm doing cooking videos. As I'm moving around in the kitchen, it rotates my cell phone or my camera as I'm moving, so I don't have to keep repositioning it. So this is called App Hygiene. Yeah, App Hygiene. So I'll try to find it, and I'll put somewhere down here how the name of it and how much it was. And so I have, my laptop is pink, as you'll see. My tablets is shimmery pink. They have shimmery pink cases. You can see how my planner was purple with some shimmery of gold. And then my pencil thing right now, I'll just show you real quick because it's not going to be here when I show you the desk. So this is the last time you'll see this. This is one I had bought, and it was magnet. It was magnet at one time, and I think the magnets got taken off. But I was trying to do a magnet, and I was clipping it to the wall so that my granddaughter couldn't get into it. But it ended up being like just used and abused, kind of like scratched up. It doesn't look bad. It's intact. It's in perfect condition. It just looked like it's just not as vibrant as it used to be. And it holds all my markers, pens, pencils, highlighters, box cutters, you name it. But I got two new ones coming, which they should be here tomorrow, and it's going to replace that. So that's the last. So when I go to show you my desk, you'll see the new pencil holder, and everything that you're gonna see on my desk is gonna be permanent. It's new. It's gonna stay there. There's gonna be really no changes that I'm aware of right now. So yeah. So without further ado, I can't wait to show you my new desk and change number 3.
You'll have to press some, control yourself.
Okay, there it is. Change number 3, my brand new desk. Oh my God, oh my God. I am so happy with it. I'm loving it. I thought I would never say that or feel that way, but I do. It was time to give in. It was time to give this a try, and I am so glad that I did. So, as I was telling you earlier, I never was a fan of desks. I never felt like I needed them, not even in my career or my jobs, which I've had offices and desks. I felt like I was never really at them unless I absolutely had to do some paperwork. I was always out and about, standing and going around. And I especially didn't feel the need for it at home because I didn't feel like I had a ton of paperwork or documentation or any of that to do, so I felt like it was a waste of space. But within the last couple of years, like I mentioned before, I started to kind of feel like it was something that I was definitely going to need and even possibly start liking. I tried, like I said, the black one in my room, but I want to keep my room private, cozy. It's my serenity space. It's my peace of mind. It's where me and my husband sleep. It's the romance. It's just the run to like safe place. And so I wanted to keep it like that. I do have electronics in my room. I have tablets, my cell phone, chargers, all that stuff on my nightstand, but it's handheld. So it's smaller. So it's not something that requires a furniture piece and to be sitting on. So that's okay. So like I said, I gave that to my son. I tried a small gray one over here, which the antique desk is now, to match the color scheme of the living room, which is gray and beige. And I just felt like I was never using it. I never had the right chair for it. I never was using it. I had the laptop station there, my keyboard, you name it, my pencil holder, all that stuff. But I just never sat there. I just didn't feel like it was the right desk, even though I loved it and it was cute. I'll try to put a picture here somewhere of it. And it was like the perfect size at the time. And I loved what I had on it. I just couldn't get into really feeling it and using it. So then, like a month or so ago, I started really thinking, okay, you can be a fan of it, but it's just about you getting the right one and getting it to meet your specific requirements. So I started doing my research and I thought, okay, I was looking into what kind of a desk I wanted. I knew I didn't want a tall desk. I didn't want a wide desk. I didn't want a bulky desk. So that was first. I wanted a desk with the top shelf space and then space underneath, whether it's a whole space or a space with slots like this is. I wanted some drawer space, and I wanted it to be in the oak color because the color scheme of my dining room is oak color with creams and dark browns. So it definitely had to be an oak color. And so I started like that. What kind of a desk? What space did I want? What shelving, what drawer space, all that good stuff, height, you know, all that good stuff. And so once I got that, I found the perfect desk, which is this one right here. And I'll take you step by step. So it's, let's start from the top. So I have these two LED lights, which I'm going to try to get another pink one because one of the other things that I knew I wanted on my desk was pink or purple colors, which are my two favorite colors. Whites can be incorporated in there, but I definitely didn't want anything black. It's just not me as far as accessories. I mean, the control to this monitor happened to be black, but I'm going to try to see if I can find a cover to kind of match the white or some pink in there. But that's the control that it came with. And this one I'm going to keep in my LED and electronics drawer as a backup in case I need it. But I want the two matching pink ones. And I might get two brand new pink ones and keep these as extras. But I got those set up, so I wanted good lighting up here because not only am I going to be doing important paperwork and documentation and keeping us super duper organized, which I've always been an organized person, but I started thinking as the pandemic hit, we really got to have a backup plan. We can't totally depend on electronics. We've had where our electricity has gone out because of the fires. We've had where technology has gone down. And what if we can't reach our information? We need to have planners, stuff where everything is manually written like back in the day. So, and if we have electronics and technology available, then great. Then we have two different ways to reach it. And so that's what I was thinking of doing. So I wanted to have a lot of lighting because I am going to also be doing my YouTube videos from here. So I clipped both of these LED lights. I don't need to find the cord or go underneath the desk. They're plugged in at all times. And I just have to do a push of a button. So you can see here, and then I turn it around and I could do the same as well. And it works, and it has different lighting settings, and so it works perfectly well. So I got that. I definitely wanted a monitor up here. Like I said, I did not want black, but as I was looking for monitors, anytime you wanted white or coloring, it was so much more expensive. Minimum price on a white monitor is $150. I would have paid it because if I want something, I'll pay for it. But then my daughter was like, Mom, I have a brand new monitor. I've only turned it on like once or twice at the most. It's in perfect condition. You could have it. Don't waste your money because I already bought another one. So I thought, oh my God, that's so perfect. It's actually a TV monitor. It's by LG, but it also works as a computer monitor. My monitor is run all by my laptop. I don't have a hard drive, but I am considering getting a hard drive to keep it separate. But with this laptop, if I ever wanted to use it separately, like sit on the couch and use it, or travel with it and use it, or go to my room and use it, I just connect these three and this one, take it up and it's gone. When I come back, connect it back up. It is not difficult. So that's what I loved about it. And I also wanted it to be set up where I didn't have to keep my laptop open in order for it to display on the monitor. It's closed, as you can see, and it's displayed on the monitor. So that was important to me. I knew up here that I would have a pencil holder. I had this one, but it got kind of scratchy and messed up. But I'm thinking of cleaning it out and painting it a shimmer pink and also adding it to my desk space because it's a really good organized pencil holders. In the meantime, I found these shimmery pink pencil holders for my markers, LED, gel pens, regular pens are all in here. I actually need like a third one, but I'm thinking if I paint this one, that'll actually work really perfect along with the other two. So I knew my pencil holders would be up here, my LED lights, my monitor. I also have this Appai Genie, which is used like when you're doing cooking videos or movable beauty videos. You don't have to keep pausing and repositioning where you are. It rotates and turns. When you turn, it turns. Wherever you go, it goes. So I have that. I also have this Alexa. It's controlled by Alexa. And you can control it by your iPhone as well. It's called the Nightbird Smart Lamp. I'll show you how it works. Alexa, turn off Carmen's lamp.
Okay.
Alexa, turn on Carmen's lamp.
Okay.
So there you go. I can also, like I say, control it from my phone. So I knew that up here is where I wanted these things to be. And I have space, like you see here, for the control and any other little things that I may want to put up there or need to put up there right now. This is what I've decided to have up here. And the little sanitizer bottle that my daughter just got me from Dollar Tree, it actually sprays. I always want sanitizing wipes or gels up here at all times. And so I knew I didn't want the desk to be tall. So I got the perfect height. I didn't want it to be too wide or bulky, which is perfect. This is not too small, not too big. It is definitely not bulky. It's definitely not too wide. It doesn't come out too much. It is like perfect size, what I even imagined. I also, like I said, I wanted a bottom slot space. Even if it was one whole slot, that would have been fine. But this one came perfectly with 3 slots. So in this slot, I have my planner. It's mainly for me, but it also includes my husband to keep us organized, medical appointments, accounts, information, what have you. I have it in that one. This one is strictly for my son and his information and medical stuff. This one is a general one, so in case I need to add anybody else or anything in general, I have that purple one there. So that's a perfect slot for this. Then here is all power station. So there I have 2 power stations. The black one is for mainly the LED light plugs and like main plugs. The pink shimmer one is for, it has a 8 USB slot and it's mainly for charging stuff. So it has iPhone chargers, Android chargers, and Type-C. As you can see, I'm charging this LED clamp light and I'm charging my iPod right there. The ideal was to have this all back here. I don't know if I can find a little slot to cover it or a clamp. I kind of need it to be loose like this so I can just pull it out and charge something. But I'll see as time goes if there's something I can find that can keep it, you know, kind of not as visible, but it's okay as well. This slot is for my tablets. I got this tablet for my birthday this year, and it was my husband, my children, and my son-in-laws all chipped in to get me this iPad tablet. So there it goes. And of course it has to have a shimmery pink case, of course. This one my husband got me. It's the Fire tablet. So it also has to have a pink shimmery case. This one is a devotional. Now, all my devotionals are usually in my nightstand because that's where I read them either before or after I do my praying. But this one I wanted to keep over here in case I had to reach it. It's called Prayers and Promises for Healing by Joan Hunter, and it covers everything that you can possibly go through. It covers abuse, addiction, anger, assurance, belief, children, comfort, confidence, courage, deliverance, depression, disability, discouragement, faith, family, fear, finances, forgiveness, freedom, grief, guidance, happiness, health, hope, identity, justice, life, loneliness, love, mental illness, nourishment, praise, prayer, provision, purity, purpose, reconciliation, relationships, refreshment, restoration, safety, serious illness, sexuality, sickness, strength, stress, thankfulness, victory, wholeness, wisdom, worry, and healing resources. So I felt like this one is perfect. I usually do two at a time, and then when I'm done with those, I have another two ready to go to start those. And sometimes if I really loved a specific journal devotion and I need to go back to it, I will read it all over again. But I thought this one was perfect out here because it covered everything. So whatever type of way that I'm feeling or whatever I'm going through, I could reach to it here. I have a bunch of other ones in the nightstand, so I'm covered. So I thought that would be perfect here. It also is pink, so it matches. So that's perfect. And then I have this big old space, which holds my laptop. It's also pink, like a shimmery pink. My husband got me this 2 years ago, but I've only used it a few times because I just didn't have it on the space or the place where I really wanted it. And like I said, this year, with the pandemic and a lot of life changes and things like that, I found myself needing to use it more and more and really get into it and use it like I should and like I wanted to. So I have that over here. That's where my monitor is driven from here, because I don't have a hard drive. I am considering a hard drive just to keep it separate, but I can also run it from here. This, if I need to use it on its own, whether I'm traveling or using it in another room, I could just disconnect these three and this one, and I'm about my business. And then I come back connected and we're ready to go again. Then this keyboard, me and my daughter switched out. This one is brand new, and mine's was brand new too. I had never used it. She only used her maybe once or twice, just like the monitor. But this one I liked because the lights turn different coloring lights. The mouse also does the same thing. It also, the keys are more quieter. Mine was louder. And then it was smaller, so it gave me more space on top of the desk. So she said, Mom, she said, it's pink, your favorite color. So if you want to switch, at first she just offered it to me. She didn't even know I had one already. She said, Mom, if you're needing a keyboard, I have one. Brand new, only used it once or twice. It's in perfect condition. So I said, I have one, but I'll take it and I'll see which one I like better. So she ended up liking mine and I ended up liking hers. So we switched, and so it worked out perfect. I just got this mouse pad. It says stay positive, work hard, make it happen. As I'm going along in this video, I will be mentioning where I got everything from and the price. And so, then I have these floor LED light models. This is the real tall one that you can put 3 phone or 3 cameras in these at one time. I think this is I don't know what inches this, 14 inches, 16-inch light. I don't know for sure. I know this one's a 10-inch one, and I have 2 of them. This comes with the microphone right there. And then it's the floor model ones. So I have those ready to go. They're already plugged. So if I need those, I have that lighting available to me as well. And then over here, let me finish. So this chair, I end up getting this chair in this color because, like I said, my color scheme in the dining room is oak with cream colors and dark browns. And so I couldn't find an oak color chair to match it. So this was my next color, and I thought it's even better because I have both color schemes to match the both color schemes that's in everything in the dining room. So I thought it's even better than having an oak chair. So I got this one from Amazon. I'll put, of course, like with everything else, the name where I got it from and the price. I wanted a chair that was comfortable, that was very cushiony. This is cushiony, that fit my body perfect. I'm not a skinny person. And that went completely under the desk. I didn't want it to have arms because I didn't want it to stick out because it is in the dining room. So I wanted to have the space to move around the dining room table. So this one goes right underneath the desk perfectly. Doesn't take up any space. Rows back and forth easily. So I love it, love it. Then we have the drawer space. And this desk. And so we have the main drawer here, which right now has my prescription glasses, a thermometer, lots of different extra charges. I'm thinking of getting acrylic organizers for this drawer specifically so that it could be a little bit more organized, but you know, it's fine this way as well, but it's a really big drawer and I love it. Then we have 3 drawers over here, which I definitely needed drawer space. So this one is like an accessory drawer. It holds my label maker, new pins that I got. This is a stationery set that my daughter got me actually from Dollar Tree. It's really pretty. It's pink. It says, "Take me out tonight." It has the matching letter and note stuff. Then I have Scotch tape back there, sanitation wipes, all my mini tripods and selfie sticks, flashlights, labels for my file. I haven't put those on yet. This is for my car and some more prescription glasses. So this is going to be the accessory drawer. This one, I don't know what exactly it's going to be, but for right now it has a couple of extra notepads, my pill and stick envelopes. These are lights. It's a 12-pack. It's mini, tiny LED lights for the altar box. So depending on the occasion of the holiday, I could change the lights. And then it has extra space here. And of course, it has my Joe Biden magazine in that I'm so proud of. This one here is a file drawer. I actually wanted anything that's purple, pink, gold, and white. They didn't have it, so I found these rainbow colors. If I end up finding it later, I'll switch it out. But I love the rainbow colors too, so it'll work just as well. I already filed all the paperwork, whether it's insurance paperwork, medical paperwork, my pay stubs, my job information, just car stuff, any stuff, bills, what have you, is in here. And look, I got so much space more to go if I need it. So then that is a desk, and then it has like a step here, which is perfect because if I need to elevate my foot, which with my sciatica nerve, I'm finding I have to elevate my foot to release some of the pain. So I can always put my foot up here. I don't think I'll be putting anything down there. I'll use that for my feet just to make my body comfortable. And so next to this beautiful desk is my brand new printer. I found this printer on Amazon. I was looking for, again, a pink printer or the second choice of color, white or purple. But I don't think purple was really coming into effect. It was more like pink because all my accessories, as you just saw, is pink with the monitor being white, which I wanted the monitor white because I couldn't find pink. So that's perfect. So I found this one. It was $104, but it only had it in gray and mint green, which is a pretty mint green. So I ordered it. The very next day, me and my daughter went to Walmart and we saw it was on the box. It said limited edition color. It's a pink color. Look at that, like a baby pink. And it was only $59. And I was paying $104 plus tax on Amazon. So me and my daughter, we got my phone. I'm like, let me see if I could cancel it. And it said it had not yet been shipped. So I was able to cancel it right away. And then we bought this home because I would have had mint green. It was a really pretty mint green. It was called Seagrass. It would have went okay, but I wanted it to really stay in my pink color scheme. And then it has a pink with some white, which ties into the white monitor. It prints, it scans, it copies, it faxes, all that good stuff. It's HP Hewlett Packard. So brand new. My daughter just set it up today because she comes on Sunday. So she set it up and then she's going to teach me more or less how to do it. I could do it from my phone, from the monitor, straight from the printer. And I didn't think it would fit on this cabinet drawer that I kept. As you can see, it's gray. It matched my other desk, but I'm going to get a pill and stick paper to a oak pill and stick paper so that it matches perfectly to the desk and it's not a different color. So I'm working on that. But I thought I was going to have to put the printer sideways. I didn't think it fit. It fit perfectly. These little drawers, I really want to keep this cabinet because it gave me extra drawer space. Right now it has a couple of tablets in here and it has a ton of COVID tests. Thank God, knock on wood, we have not gotten COVID, but we are totally vaccinated and boosted. We wear a mask. We never stopped wearing them, but we always like to have tests just in case there's any doubt. So my son, he gets 4 months on his insurance. Then we have the Biden administration ones down there. And then this we got at our clinic. Every time you had an appointment, you could get 1 or 2 boxes, which are 2 tests in each. So the Biden has 2 tests in each. So we got 4 from him, and that was our second order. And then these have 2 in each box, so it's a total of 8 in these 4 boxes, same as those, 2 in each. So I wanted it for miscellaneous stuff, especially the testing. And then this one I wanted for my electronics, LEDs, chargers, all that kind of extra stuff. I wanted this drawer to be exclusively for that. I have tons of LED, tripod, selfie sticks, chargers. So I want it for that. So all I need is to get the oak color pill and stick, and everything will be perfect. I have my small calendar here, which I love. I didn't want a big bulky calendar. This I am going to have to move to up here because I can't see it now with the monitor, but I wanted a 20 or bigger inch monitor. I didn't want anything less than a 20 inch. I believe this may be a 23, if I'm not mistaken. I'll find out from my daughter. So you can't see everything that's written here, and it says, "As I sit in heaven." It's really beautiful, and it matched the memorial altar box. So I'm just going to switch it to above the box, and that way you can read it and see it. But everything is so perfect. I am in love, and so happy and pleased with my desk and all of its accessories, from LED lights to pens to planners, keyboards, laptop printers, chair, everything. Everything is perfect and everything I dreamed of. I'm sure that I'll be getting little stuff here and there to add to it, just to even beautify it more. And I hope I showed you those floor LED models. I can't remember if I said it, but if I didn't, this one holds 3, which is really nice, and it's really big. These are all plugged, ready to go as well. This one has a microphone, so just in case I didn't show you. This picture, my daughter miscarried this year, sadly, but she had already gotten a sonogram picture, and so we wanted to keep it here to remember a little lost baby, who we miss so much. And but they're going to try again. They already have a beautiful little girl, my granddaughter Isabella. So, but she will always be in our hearts. So we got to keep her there. And then, yeah, so this monitor also is controlled by this control, if I didn't mention that before. But I'm going to try to find a case for it, either pink or white to match. And yeah, so I hope you like change number 3. I am so happy. Tell me what you think. I am doing this in the dark, so I hope you guys can really, it's not much lighting other than these lightings that I did here. So let me turn this one on. So here, maybe you can see the desk better with both lightings on. So I'm gonna go up, 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 up. Love it. So I really wanted to share this new change with you and to share my happiness with you on how happy and pleased that everything came out perfect, even better than I imagined it. And yeah, so looking forward to doing so many things at my desk, and that includes my YouTube videos. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I look crazy, so I'm not turning the camera around. I have no makeup on. I'm in my pajamas. But yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, because that's the only way you get heads up on every time I upload a video. Like, comment, share, all of that good stuff. So until my next video, take care.